This is my new video from the channel Sanjay's English Classes. From the very first day, I have got, or this channel has got, your wholehearted support and inspiration. So, with this support, I have come up to this point, and after a brief gap, I have come before you with my classes on transformation, simple to complex. As you know that in this crucial period of pandemic, I have to take regular classes on online for the students of my school where I work, Scottish Public School. So some time is involved there also, but you need not worry. My channel will provide you all the nuances, all the difficult parts of English grammar in a easiest form, in a very easy manner, so that everybody can understand without any grain of difficulties. Today I shall deal with the chapter transformation, changing simple sentence into complex. Before I start my teaching, my explanation, once again I would like to put the request before you to like my channel, to share, subscribe, and at the same time press the bell button so that you can get the notification of my future classes. So now let's come to the point. Today our point of discussion is simple sentence to complex sentence and complex sentence to simple sentence by adding and subtracting relative clause. I would like to give you a short idea about simple sentence and complex sentence. What is simple sentence? Simple sentence means a sentence which contains only one finite verb or main verb. And complex sentence means a sentence where one part will be main clause and the remaining parts will become subordinate clauses. Now, clause or the part of the sentence has mainly three parts: main clause, subordinate clause, and coordinate clause. In our discussion, we are excluding coordinate clause because this clause is made of conjunction and we are not dealing with it today. Today we shall deal with subordinate clause. That means the clause which cannot express its meaning. And subordinate clauses has three parts. In my classes, which is available in my channel, YouTube channel, Sanjay English Classes, there is a chapter on clause also. I would like to tell you to watch that class if you have not watched it till now. And there I have explained that thing in detail. Here again I am telling you that clause in complex sentence, two parts, main clause and subordinate clause. And subordinate clause has three parts: adjective clause or relative clause, noun clause or nominal clause, and adverb clause. Now, when we make complex sentence, as I told you, main clause and subordinate clause has also three parts: relative clause, noun clause, adverb clause. And with the help of one main clause and one subordinate clause, a complex sentence is made. That means in a complex sentence you will find one main clause and maybe one relative clause, one main clause or maybe one nominal clause or noun clause, one main clause and maybe one adverb clause. Main clause has no division, no parts. And on the other hand, simple sentence, there is only one main verb. In a simple sentence, you may find some construction, some part which may look like verb, but these are not verb. For example, 2 plus verb 1. To go, to see, they look like verb, but they are not verbs. they are infinitives. If you find verb 1 plus ing, seeing, writing, playing, taking, these are also not main verbs. These are participle, present participle. Similarly, if you find the words like only tired, returned, exhausted, that means the verb 3. These are called past participle form. So these are not the main verb, they are participle. Participle means verb plus adjective. You will find gerund also and noun in opposition. These are not main verbs. Only one verb can be found in a simple sentence. Today we shall discuss about that thing. First, look at the board. What is my first line which I have written on the board? I helped the blind man. This first line. Here we shall expand the nominal compound. Blind man is the nominal compound. Connected word. I helped the blind man. This is simple sentence. Why it is simple sentence? Because there is only one verb, that is helped. Now we have to expand the sentence into complex with the help of the relative clause without changing the meaning. In any kind of transformation, whether it is a voice change or TWO into so that, or any other kind of, maybe the in degree changes also, in any kind of transformation, the basic meaning will not be changed. That will be the same. So I helped the blind man. We can expand this line with the help of the relative clause. I helped the man who was blind. Now the question comes, why it is relative clause and adjective clause? What is the role of an adjective? An adjective qualifies a noun or pronoun. An adjective clause is a sentence, subordinate clause. It cannot express its meaning individually, but still it will do the same work. It will qualify a noun or pronoun. So we can say that when a subordinate clause functions like an adjective, that means it qualifies a noun or pronoun, we call it relative clause or adjective clause. So the function will be the same. Every time you will find that the relative clause will be placed after a noun or pronoun and qualifies it. So here we have expanded the nominal compound. I helped the blind man. I helped the man who was blind. At the same time, you can the subtract it also. You can make it a short form. Suppose if this sentence is given to you, I helped the man who was blind. You can make it a shortened form, short form. That means I helped the blind man. If you add the relative clause, it will be an expanded form, complex sentence. If you remove the relative clause and make it short, then it will be a simple sentence. Let's go to the another example. Here we shall expand the noun in apposition. Noun in apposition means some words will be placed after a noun and it will tell you about that noun. For example, Delhi, the capital of India, is a large city. So here the capital of India tells about the noun Delhi and it is called noun in apposition. Here the same thing, Anita, the school captain, received a prize. What is the main verb? Only one verb here, that is received. So it is a simple sentence. And now how we can expand it with the help of the relative clause? In this way, Anita, who was the school captain, received a prize. Here the relative clause is who was the school captain. It qualifies the noun Anita. So it is a relative clause. The meaning is same and it has become a complex sentence. The main clause is Anita received a prize. Relative clause or subordinate clause is who was the school captain. This part qualifies the noun Anita. So it is an adjective clause. Another name is relative clause. Now we shall go to the third example. Every time you will see that we are using relative clause in different situation and making the simple sentence, turning the simple sentence into complex. Just remember that in the same way we can expand a simple sentence into complex using noun clause and adverb clause, and those things will come in my future classes. This line, third, your father was the man to help me. This is also simple sentence because there is only one verb, that is was. To help is not the verb. This is infinitive. As I told you, 2 plus verb 1 is infinitive. Your father was the man to help me. It is a simple sentence. Now how we can expand it into complex? In this way. Your father was the man who could help me. Your father was the man who could help me. Because was is the past tense, so we have used the form could. If it is, then it will be can. You see the meaning is the same, only we have used a relative clause. What is a relative clause? Who could help me? It is relative clause or adjective clause because it qualifies the noun man. So it has become a complex sentence using an adjective clause or relative clause. We shall go to fourth example. The fourth example is changing adjective phrase with adjective clause. The book on the desk. The book on the desk belongs to me. What is adjective phrase? On the desk. This is adjective phrase. I will tell you the difference between phrase and clause. Phrase is a group of words, but not a sentence. It can work as an adjective. This group of words can work as adjective, can function as noun, can function as adverb, but they are not sentence. But you can change that phrase into clause by adding some words into it. Here you just look at the board. The book on the desk. On the desk is adjective phrase. And now next sentence I made in this way. The book which is on the desk. On the phrase is adjective phrase. On the desk is adjective phrase because it is qualifying, because these words qualify the noun book. On the desk, adjective phrase, but not the sentence, not the clause. But when we make it in this way, which is on the desk is changed into which is on the desk, it becomes adjective clause. Why adjective clause? Because it qualifies the noun book. The main clause again is the book belongs to me. Adjective clause is which is on the desk. Again you see that both the sentences have the same meaning, same purpose. They carry the same meaning, only the way of writing change. The first sentence is simple sentence because there is only one verb, that is belongs. The second sentence is complex sentence because a clause has come in the sentence, relative clause has come, and two verbs are also present here. One is, another is belongs. In a complex sentence, you will find more than one verb. In a simple sentence, you will find only one main verb. Let's go to example number 5. Here we shall see, we have to find the correct noun and you have to put the relative clause after it. We have to put the relative clause after the correct noun. The sentence is, the three villains saw the king asleep. The three villains saw the king asleep. What is the verb here? Saw. It's a simple sentence. How we can make it, the complex sentence, adding adjective clause or relative clause in this way. The three villains saw the king who was asleep. Saw the king asleep has been changed into saw the king who was asleep. So relative clause is who was asleep, and it has been placed after the noun king. It is qualifying the noun king. So it is an adjective clause or noun clause. We have chosen the noun king and we put and a clause. We changed asleep into who was asleep, and now the sentence has become complex sentence because one part is main clause. The three villains saw the king. Up to this point is the main clause. Who was asleep is the subordinate clause or dependent clause. Let's go to number 6 example. Replacing present participle with relative clause. Replacing present participle with relative clause. I saw an old man waiting. I saw an old man waiting. Waiting is not the verb. Main verb is saw, only one verb. Why waiting is not a verb? I am telling you the reason. Waiting qualifies the noun man. Waiting qualifies the noun man, so it functions as adjective and it has been made with the main verb wait. So it is a combination of verb and verb and adjective. It is a combination of verb and adjective. That is why it is called verbal adjective or participle. It is neither complete verb nor complete adjective. It is a mixture. It is a mixing of verb and adjective. It is not the complete verb. Only one verb you can find, main verb, that is saw. I saw an old man waiting. Now how we can make it complex? I saw an old man who was waiting. Waiting has been changed into who was waiting. That means once again we have brought an adjective clause or relative clause here, and that is qualifying the noun man. I saw an old man, main clause, who was waiting, subordinate clause or the adjective clause, because it is qualifying the noun man. Okay, I hope that you are following the class properly. Let's come to number 7. Replacing at with time. At here indicates time and we shall replace it with when. Let's look at the example. The accident happened at 5 a.m. Naturally, this is a simple sentence because there is only one verb, happened. Happened. The accident happened at 5 a.m. Now, how we can turn it into complex sentence using relative clause? Let's see it. The accident happened at a time which was 5 a.m. The accident happened at a time which was 5 a.m. and here which was 5 a.m. qualifies the noun time. Qualifies the noun time. So it is again an adjective clause. Main clause is the accident happened at a time. The subordinate clause is which was 5 a.m. and because it qualifies, because the subordinate clause qualifies a noun time, so it is called adjective clause or relative clause. Our last example today is number 8. Here we shall see the replacing past participle with relative clause. Just now, the question number, example number 7 or 6 actually, where we have changed present participle into relative clause. Here we shall change past participle with relative clause. Let's look at the example. The guard posted at the gate caught the thief. The guard posted at the gate caught the thief. What is past participle here? Posted. Posted is the past participle form, and that is not the main verb. Main verb is only one, that is caught. Do you know why it is not the main verb? Posted, why it is not the main? You may say that, you can say that it looks like a verb. Why it is not the verb? It is not the verb because it qualifies the noun guard. It has the quality of an adjective and it is made with the main verb post. Again, it is a combination of verb and adjective. It is called verb and adjective or participle, that means past participle. So this is not the main verb. Main verb is only one, that is caught. And our duty is to turn this sentence into complex using an adjective clause. How we can do it? The guard who was posted at the gate caught the thief. Basic meaning is same. Earlier sentence was the guard posted at the gate caught the thief, and now we turn it into the guard who was posted at the gate caught the thief. What is the relative clause here? Who was posted at the gate? It is subordinate because it cannot express its meaning alone without the help of the main clause. It is subordinate because it always depends on the main clause to express its meaning. Individually or alone it cannot express its meaning. So who was posted at the gate? It is definitely subordinate clause because it depends on the main clause. What is the main clause here? The guard caught the thief. The guard caught the thief. And this part, who was posted at the gate, it is subordinate clause surely, and at the same time it is relative clause also or adjective clause also, because it qualifies the noun guard. The guard who was posted at the gate caught the thief. Here we see that an adjective clause has been used and a simple sentence is turned into complex. So guys, today I have explained before you a chapter which is often untouched, which often remains untouched, unexplained in our classroom, in the school classroom, for different reasons which I do not want to explain here. But I must say, this transformation, changing one sentence into another form, simple to complex, complex to simple, remains a grey area for many so-called good students. That is why my purpose is to explain in detail before you with the help of the examples in a very lucid and simple manner, so that if you apply a little bit interest while listening to my class, it will be very easy for you to comprehend. So here we have explained today changing sentences from simple to complex and complex to simple, adding and subtracting main clause, subtracting the relative clauses into the sentence, and sometimes by removing it also. If you add relative clause in a proper way without disturbing its basic meaning, it will become a complex sentence. And if you can remove the relative clause not abruptly, in a perfect way, again without without harming the meaning of the sentence, it will become again simple sentence. So today we have discussed or explained how to change simple sentence into complex, and again complex sentence to simple sentence with the help of the relative clause by adding or removing it. I hope you have enjoyed the class. It is not at all a difficult one. However, if there is any doubt in your mind or any question, you are welcome to contact me, to write to me, and all your answers, all your questions will be answered by me. Obviously, I hope that you will continue giving me your support as you have given me in earlier cases also. So up to this point today, thank you very much.